Hello, beautiful divine Virgo seekers. Let's do your November reading, and I'm excited to do this. And always remember, yes, that. You are a divine, beautiful soul living this human experience. Never forget that, and you are the powerful creator of your experience. And I want to illustrate that in this month's reading. As always, I'm here to help you understand that the future is not set in stone, that you can create it depending what choices you make. So we're going to do the Celtic Cross. We're going to do a past life card, as always. And we're going to do 2 timelines, the best, the worst. So you can decide what to do. You know that destiny is not set in stone. We are not little flies being blown around by the winds of time and destiny. We can choose. We are here living free will and choice. And I know sometimes there's a little bit of karma in there that throws us back, but we can always overcome that, okay? So those who are new, thank you so much for being with me. I'm Natasha, the Empress of Wands. And here to enlighten and inspire you just a little bit, hopefully. Okay, so beautiful Virgo friend, let's start. Let's do it. Let's get the first 2 cards for you, okay? Let's see what the theme is. The overall theme for the month, okay? November. Give me something good here, please. We want something good for my beautiful Virgo family. Something good, okay. Oh, they're taking their time. Okay, I know you are patient. You're patient ones. You can bear with me. All right, so let's go. Truth and clarity, please, today. We got it. Okay. Here. 10 of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands upright. Boom, on top of it. That's not so bad. I know you're seeing this, you're going, oh, 10 of Pentacles reversed. No, we want the 10 of Pentacles upright. But with the energy of the King of Wands, you can make it happen. So this means that you may just have to work a little bit harder in November to get to this point of absolute abundance, the foundation being rock solid under you. This is about building your foundation for the future, for a long-lasting future. See, there's this older person, there's a whole family, there's the Trump Tower, sorry. Once I did a reading and I saw this as Trump Tower, so when I see this I always think of Trump Tower. Sorry guys. All right. You know, I'm just having a little fun all the time with you, and I hope that's okay. Anyways, so this being reversed just means either that there is something you have to totally be aware of to not like make a little mistake, or that you're going to have to work a little bit harder to get that, or that you're just passing by a problem to do with building your foundation. So be aware, that's why this is coming. Okay, King of Wands upright is stronger than this. So using your energy, your insight, your power, and more than everything, using your fire. Using your fire. The King of Wands is an action taker. He jumps up, he just does it. He doesn't dally around, he doesn't try to perfect things. He just goes and takes action where it's needed. So that's what you have to do this month. Taking massive action. Don't sitting back and waiting for the universe to regulate everything. No, you got to take action. Action Jackson, that's what you gotta be. This is like so me. I'm fire, I'm a Leo, so the King of Wands is like, I just up and do it, even if I fall down 10 times, but I just do it. You gotta do it, you gotta dare. You gotta use the energy of this to overcome whatever shortfall, whatever problem, whatever thing is going on with this. Okay, so Virgo, don't be passive. Take your energy and just go for it. And the King of Wands knows how to follow his intuition. So he takes inspired action, not frantic action, not action out of fear, not just feeling you need to do something and there's a path to go down and you don't really want to go down it, but you do it out of fear. No, you gotta spring into action in an inspired way. And the inspiration will hit you and you'll know. So that's what it's about. So let's continue here. Underlying circumstances, recent past, and that's where I will place the past life card this time. Not in the top as in the last few times. So I think it belongs there in the deep, in the past, in the depths. Virgo. Okay. Okay. Oh, those the cards slapped on the table and my ears are ringing. Okay. All right. Look what you're getting. This is exciting. 4 of Wands. In position 3, underlying circumstances and recent past. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is brilliant. Virgo, I feel that you have done so much work. You have created your life in a beautiful way, and you've gotten some good results, and you have gotten some really good support. The Sun is just everything good. Support all around you, clarity, happiness, moving forward. These 2 cards are all of that. So you have done your work, and whatever this is, I don't think it's going to be a big deal because you have the foundation. You are doing your work. And I don't think your foundation will be threatened greatly. It's just going to be something where you'll be like, oh, okay. But don't worry, like the King of Wands energy is what created this. And I know you have a lot of passion for what it is that you love or who you love. That's why a lot of people misinterpret Virgo energy, I feel. That's why you want to do it right, because you love whatever it is that you're doing, and you're so fired up and you're so passionate that you just want the details to be right. You want it to be good. You want it to be perfect. Okay, so that's what you have. You have reached a lot. You have done a lot. And the foundation you're building on is good. And the support is there. The support is there. The results are there. Just keep taking action this month. Okay, don't try to perfect things too much this month. Boom, 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 action. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how the story unfolds with a supportive past life vision. So let's go. Virgo. Give me a past life vision for Virgo. In this vision I see, the specific one, is a representation for an experience in one of your past lives. Okay? Not all of you have done this exactly. Some of you may have been in this very, very same position. For the others, it's a representation. Okay? I get comments sometimes, how could we all have lived the same past life? Of course not. It represents it. That's why this is a general reading for all you beautiful Virgos, right? For all the signs. Also, by the way, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you have a strong influence of Virgo in your chart somewhere, then this reading is for you. Oh, there it is. What is it? Let me show you first before I look at it even. Wow, I even turned it around intuitively like this. Monk or nun? And remember, this is positive. Positive. This is interesting. I do a lot of karmic clearing work, a lot of soul work, and this comes up a lot in vows of obedience, vows of poverty, vows of chastity. It usually comes up negatively when I read karma. But I feel this is positive. This is positive. So let's get into it. Journey with me, Virgo. Close your eyes, drop your consciousness, and just see what you get, and we'll compare. I will cut out the time where I'm just sitting like this. That's why I'll be back faster. But pause the video if you need to. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Wow. I think this is the first time I've seen a positive lifetime, a really, really positive one as a Catholic nun. Someone being a Catholic nun. Wow, interesting. So, what did I see? I tuned into it and I saw you walking very fast and brisk in a white nun robe, in a white robe of a nun. And it was a big, big, big building. It was a very nice and comfortable building, and you were in a very high position in that monastery. And there were male and female religious seekers there. There were nuns, there were monks, there were other people too. And it was quite an unusual place. like it wasn't an austere place where people were suffering and, you know, hitting themselves or something like that. You were in your element. You had a very happy lifetime. You joined this monastery when you were quite young, I think 18, 19 years old. And you became a nun. You were female in that lifetime. And you went up the hierarchy quite fast because you were a leader. You had an eye to detail. And you were a loving, kind, beautiful, strong woman. And you were totally in your element because in those days, it was quite long ago. There was no electricity, there was no running water, but there were old libraries. Like I saw a library with books and people writing with feathers. So you were basically in charge. You were one of the people in charge of this huge complex. And you were also in charge of fields. And there was this whole industry going on around this monastery, and it was Catholic. But you made this a beautiful place. You made this an amazing place. And what I saw was you had fire, you had passion, and you made that place run and move. You had so much love and compassion, and you made sure that every single nun and monk and every person who had dedicated their life to God, so to say, had a good life and had a balanced life. And you had like really bright, fiery eyes. I think you had green eyes. And I didn't see your hair because it was covered, but I saw you walking really fast and strong. Like you were like really brisk, walking around with lists, and you were like making, like with a feather, with a list on this wooden thing. And I think there were some scrolls on there, and you were just organizing the place. So this message is that no matter where you're at and what position you have, you can always step into your power, take positive action, take control, and make things work. Because you made it work so smoothly there, and you were very, very active. You would go boom, boom, boom. You'd go in there and say, do this, do this, do this, and people would listen to you. Even the men. And in those days, it was all about men being in power. They would come to you and ask for your counsel. So it was very interesting, this vision. And look, it looked a little bit like this in the background. That monastery, it looked a little bit like that. And it was like this. It was a bright, sunny place, and you had support from above. Angels, guides, you were very spiritual, and you had support from everyone around you. And this was a really, really good lifetime. And I think this here is because even when times were difficult, you made sure that the people in your area that you're responsible for, no matter if times were hard, this can also be like circumstances, hard times. You know, in those times, when the times were hard, there was no food, the crops were destroyed, there was no money. But you made sure, because of your inspired action taking, you made sure that everyone was safe, that there was always food, that everything was equally distributed. So you were such a powerful nun, head nun there. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So maybe take some inspiration out of that. Also, of course, you had a very strong connection to the divine. Whatever your belief system is, of course, doesn't have to be Catholic. A strong connection to the divine, and you would get intuitive support from your angels and guides and archangels. Of course, you prayed to God and the angels, and you would get support, and they would help you. So do that this month. Ask for support for whatever your beautiful guides or heavenly team is. So, what a vision. Strong, Virgo, strong. Okay, so let's continue. Very, very interesting. Leo, what's going on? We have a little visitor. Come on. You want to say hi, Leo? I think he wants to say hi. You want to say hi to Virgo family? Huh? Oh, you're wet. He's got wet paws. Oh, you're going to mess up my dress. Oh, hello. He's looking at you. He's going, oh, what's going on? Okay, Leo, I'm sorry. You can't sit on my lap. Oh! Okay. Anyway, there's a little hi from Leo. Okay, he's more than a cat too. I haven't told you the story yet. He's so much more than a cat. Many things are so much more than they seem on the surface. They are. Okay, Let's look at what you need to know, and then we're going to go into the future timelines. I'm going to do the Celtic Cross a little differently because I want to concentrate on the November future timeline. Give me one card for what Virgo needs to know. Okay, what you need to know. Three of Swords, but reversed. We want this card to be reversed, obviously, always, right? This is heartache and pain. It's pretty, like, the interpretation of this is mostly the same, heartache and pain. This is heartache and pain being overcome. So you have to know that maybe this has to do, every one of you is different. Maybe this has to do with the withdrawal of somebody's support, for example. All right, I'm getting that for some of you that may be the case. This is the support, the happy family, you know, the building together of your legacy, and maybe this is the withdrawal of the support, or like a letdown, a little bit of a letdown, but doesn't have to be so harsh for you. So you may be affected a little bit emotionally with this, because it may involve a person or a group of people, but this is telling you, like, don't take it super personally. Don't take it so hard. Whatever it is that's coming around, you are going to overcome it. You are going to be strong, and it's going to be okay. It's not going to be like, all right. There's going to be a little bit of, I felt something there when I saw this, right? But not too much, not too bad. I think you can avoid heartache and pain and the worst of it. So it is there, though. The Three of Swords did show up. Here, let me show you the spread. You cannot deny when a card does show up. Okay, so here, let's move this over so we have space for the timelines. Oh, what's going on with this? Whoa, let's see. All right, so we're going to go into the timelines right here. Instead of going up with the Celtic Cross, we're going to have 3 cards for the worst timeline and 3 for the best timeline to illustrate that, you know, the future is not set in stone. The energies are there. It depends what you make of them. It depends what you choose to do. It is so true. It is so true. What you choose to do creates the future. 3 cards for a difficult timeline if Virgo so chooses. What can happen in the worst case scenario here? 3 cards. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for truth and clarity. Please, truth and clarity. Thank you so much. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. The worst timeline, Virgo, is not so bad. And I like it when that happens. The worst timeline is not so bad. Let us just rearrange this camera so you can see the cards better, so they're more clear. All right, so, oh, there. So can you see this? It's not so bad. The worst timeline is actually good. So this month, it looks like, Virgo, you're really on a winning streak. You're on a winning streak. King of Pentacles, this is the recovery of whatever that is. So I feel that you're on such a good roll. You're going to recover whatever the financial letdown, breakdown, withdrawal of the support is. So it's like you're going to be solid. Even in the beginning, this is a bit of a timeline going into the month. In the beginning, you're going to be solid. You're going to recover. You're going to know what to do. You got a good base. All right. But this is also a card of standing relatively still. This is not great movement forward. Look, he's standing there solid, but he's not making great progress. Now, the King of Cups upright. So Virgo, this is really, really good. So any worst case scenario, the King of Cups is showing up for you. So I got several messages. The King of Cups is just love and support that you will get no matter what. And because there's another king here, and this definitely was you, the other message is this is also you Virgo, you have a really good heart, right? You have a good heart. You have passion. You have to bring that out. But also, you know, the unconditional love will help you through this, whatever this is. Solidity, unconditional love, support, and love from the outside. So this is saying that no matter what, you're going to get the support. You're going to be able to open up. You're going to be able to use the ability of unconditional love to overcome this. This is really, really positive. Wow. And at the end, a little stagnant, but the love is there. The love is there, Virgo, no matter what. So this, it's interesting. This applies also to the best timeline, right? So let's see. Now, I'll explain that in a minute. This is the 7 of Wands reversed. So in the end, in the worst case scenario, you are going to have just a little bit of a struggle. You're going to be stuck. You're going to feel a little defensive. Even though the King of Cups in the center is, you know, is a very good influence over everything, but I feel this is stuckness. This is a little bit of defense. This is maybe not resolving this as you want to resolve it. So that's the worst case scenario, and it's not so bad. It is not bad. I've had some of these scenarios being horrible in other. Now we're rolling again. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Best timeline, Virgo. Best timeline. Truth and clarity, please, today for my beautiful Virgo family. 2 cards here. Why did I say 2 cards? I want another one. I have to shuffle again. Okay, 9 of Wands, the Hermit. Okay. Interesting. One more card, please. One more card. Virgo, 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 Virgo. The Magician reversed. Interesting. Okay, this is very interesting. Best timeline. What do I see here? 9. The 9 of Wands upright in the beginning. Okay, so in the best case scenario, Virgo, you want to be stubborn. Do you want to be stubborn? This is like someone who's very stubborn but very, very loyal. This has a little bit of this energy. Both are standing solidly. This is extreme loyalty. So it's interesting because remember the unconditional love came up, and this is you being very, very loyal, sticking to your, that's what I'm getting sticking to your standards no matter what, not letting any of this throw you off. So it's interesting, taking positive action. And you know, many times, Virgo, the message is to stick up for yourself, to, you know, really like be strong, not let anyone bully you. This is the month where the unconditional love in your heart, the loyalty will bring you through, because you are very loyal to the ones that you love and to what you believe in. So that's what I feel. That's what I feel if you concentrate on that, on the loyalty, on really upholding your standards with the unconditional love you have. That's going to help you. Right? And then we continue with the Hermit. The Hermit in this case is better than the King of Cups, like, because this talks about wisdom. This talks about seeing the light. This talks about using the unconditional love in a very intelligent way and making absolutely the best of it. So I love this card, the Hermit, for this timeline. It's very good. So this is you just going a step further and really using this energy. I mean, look at this. This kind of goes together. That nun had unconditional love, but she didn't let her emotions override her. She was very loyal to everybody, and she made sure everyone was okay. And she would let things go. You know, if people were a little bit stupid or mean or made bad decisions, she still upheld the loyalty and the unconditional love. She was so wise, and the wisdom of that past life, the wisdom of the nun, the wisdom, the connection to the divine, that's really, Virgo, you got to concentrate on that. That's what's really going to bring you success. The Magician reversed, this is an interesting one. The message I'm getting here for this one now is sticking to your standards, absolutely, and not allowing any shortcuts, any trickery, any kind of incongruence. All right, not allowing that, because that will do you bad. Okay, the Magician, as you know, Virgo, as you know, the cards are interpreted differently depending on the intuitive messages you get. And the Magician mostly for me is very positive, but the Magician, I mean, what is magic? It's going boom and it's there. This sometimes has to do with magical thinking. All right, magical thinking. You know, I believe in manifestation, in magic, but Engaging in magical thinking is not wanting to take action, thinking everything will fall into your lap. I will think it and it will be here. That's one of the big mistakes in manifestation. You think it and it comes. No, you think it, you take massive action, and then it comes. So this is like Virgo. Do not engage in magical thinking this month. Okay, the Hermit knows it. He knows, the Hermit knows a lot about magic and what is needed to really make it happen, right? Use the magic, but we are not magicians physically. I mean, I'd like to be Gandalf, but I can't go zoom and something appears. I have to actually go out and get it and work for it. So that's the message here. Don't try to take shortcuts. It's not going to work. Don't engage in magical thinking. You have to actually go out and do the work like the King of Wands does. You actually have to go out, make the effort, you know. You have to actually, you know, run 10 miles to lose weight or eat less or whatever. Magic in the 3D world, in manifestation, is like losing weight. You can't just think you're thin and then you're thin. I'm struggling with that at the moment a little bit. The whole weight loss thing, right? So I always think it's a good analogy. You have to have the vision. You have to have the visualization. You have to see yourself in the future. You have to do all those things, but then you have to go out and do your exercise and eat healthy. You got to do it because the weight will not drop overnight. And whatever you're trying to do will not happen overnight. You have to put in the effort. Long explanation. I hope you're still with me on this one. But do you understand what I'm saying? So let's look at this again. Let's look at this again. The future timeline here. Very important. You have to take the action. No shortcuts. Loyalty, unconditional love, yes, but get unstuck by taking action and using that the inner wisdom. And then things will unfold beautifully for you. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so let's now look at the archetype card. What archetypal energy must you embody to make all this work? As an extra message to make this month really good. Okay, but you know what, Virgo? You are not usually like this. You work hard. You've gotten the results. It's showing here. You are a hard worker. You don't engage in magical thinking that much. I know. You are grounded. You are Virgo. You are Earth. Okay, so let's see. One card, Virgo, 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 Virgo. Let's see what we have here. Oh, hero, heroine. Let's see what it says. I actually have my glasses here, so I can read that. Hero, heroine. Heroine. We don't mean the drug. Heroine. So there's the light attributes and the shadow attributes. So the light attributes is what we need to make this happen this month. Let's see what it says. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. What did I talk about? I talked about passion. So the passion is important. You have the passion. You got to activate it. And you know, look, doesn't this look like very King of Wands? You know, climbing the mountain, putting in the effort. The journey is the effort. It's not the magical thinking. Personal empowerment, that's what you need to do too. Shadow attributes, escapism and a false sense of heroism. Yeah, that's what this is. Escapism. I can make it happen just by thinking. No, you can't. You can't. It doesn't work that way. But you know that. So, be the hero or be the heroine. Okay? That's what you got to be. Your own hero. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Thank you so much for being with me. If you like this kind of work, you can work with me one-on-one. In the description box below is the link to my website where you can check out. At the moment, I'm doing a lot of karmic work, karmic clearing, looking at your soul, working in the Akashic records in the 5th dimension to look at what your divine gifts and talents are as the beautiful soul that you are. So very deep soul work that's really beneficial to help move you forward and remove the obstacles in your life. So if that sounds interesting, check it out. You can also write me an email if you want to know more. Okay, it's all in the description box below. Thank you. Have a beautiful November. This was a good reading. I think it's going to be a good month, Virgo. I have a good feeling. Absolutely. Love you guys. Wishing you a lot of happiness, empowerment, taking action, and I think you'll have a brilliant month. Thank you. Bye, Natasha, your Empress of Wands.